Hello again. Hello, YouTube fam. I I love Doctor Who. So the newest Doctor, like she says fam a lot. I think it's kind of cool. But anyway, guys, I wanted to like pop in here and have a quick conversation about the trade I just took and my reasons for entering into that trade and why I exited before my take profit, because it just wasn't looking like it was going to go any higher. So without further ado, if you like this type of content and you like all these different trade setups and things, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see whenever I post something. All right, cool. So looking at Bitcoin today and the 1 hour, and I have zoomed in quite a lot, right? And again, remember guys, what did I say earlier? Like whenever you're coming into the charts, make sure and check like the microeconomic spaces, like what new stuff that's happening that might affect the price. Check the fear and greed index for sentiments and all that good stuff. Anyway, so check this out. So a while back, I had marked off, I guess not a while back, but when did this happen? This was August 29th, so a couple of days ago. I'd marked off this market structure break here with this juicy, high quality break, right? So I had set up my order block down here on this red candle that basically, fueled the break. And I had extended it over because, I was just waiting. I was waiting for it to come back, right? So it did come back actually. And I can't recall, did I take this? I think I might have missed this one on the 30th, maybe. Okay, I don't remember. My memory's not the best. Don't judge me. Anyway, so today's price action, and by the way, so I'm using the GAN box here from this high to the lows to mark off my premium zone, so where things are expensive and I should be shorting from only, and for my discount zone here, I know it's kind of light, but where I should be putting longs in, right? And only longs. So you see I have like these arrows down here, and I really should change the colors. Like when I want to go long, it should be a green arrow. When I want to go short, just as a point of reference, like it's a red arrow, right? So all right, so took a look, and then I saw price started to come down. And usually, when Asia's on in the middle of the night, they're pushing price up or doing whatever they're doing, I'm asleep, so I can't do anything about that price action, right? No. All right, so let's take a look at some of what I was seeing, right? So I was marking stuff out. So as price was coiling down into the discount zone, I was like, okay, cool. What do I have, right? So I had a couple of equal lows down here, and I made a little note here so I wouldn't forget what I was thinking. So from all the way down there, I was like thinking we should be looking for a long here. There's currently in the 1 hour order blocks. At the time I was over here in this 1 hour bullish order block that I'd marked out here, this purple space. It's quite big. And then there's this imbalance below it that was quite nice, right? See? So that when the imbalance is below it, I'm expecting that price is going to probably bust through that order block to eat up the imbalance because it's so close, right? Why wouldn't it? Right? So I was like, cool. So I'm watching it pretty closely, and then I dipped down. Once I saw it like dip into the lower areas here, past actually when it hit the imbalance itself, and I went down into the 5-minute, and I was just kind of watching it, right? And then I was looking for another market structure break, and I found one, right? But here's the thing. So I found this one, still nice. This would have been my entry area. So my first entry was crap. So, but I had a really tight stop loss, and I didn't lose very much. Like I said, guys, I am testing things out, so I'm trading with really small amounts of money and very small leverage, which is really important to me. Very small leverage. Anyway, so I I entered in here and then got, promptly stopped out because my stop loss was down here under this lower low, right? So I got stopped out once it went down and took me out, right? But I waited and watched a little bit more, and I'm starting to like looking at the 2-minute chart as that was unfolding, and I started to see all these little pin bars and things. So I was like, let me roll back over to BitGet and re-enter and into my long, because pin, I'm seeing it slow down, like the ability to keep dropping. It just felt like it was done. So I was like, cool. I entered back into it here about 19,644, and then I had to enjoy a little drawback, but I was like, that's fine. So I sat on it and I put my stop loss well below this pin here, which is fine for me. Actually, it was a little even lower. It was like 19.5. So if I go back to the 15 minutes, it'll be easier to see it. Yeah, so it was under here, like 19.554, right? And I joined in at 19.644. So I put my order in about here. Yeah. So I was like, cool. So I let it ride. So it did really well. It pumped all the way up here to about 1909. I was like, yes. But I had set my take profit to this mid 0.5 zone, which is like the cusp of where my premium and discount zones meet, and there's an imbalance up there, so why not, right? Cool. So I set it up here, but what's bothering me is the larger trend, right? If you look at it, it's all lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and the lower lows, like this guy right here, this higher low, this break would basically make me feel like maybe it's gonna go lower. So me taking this long right here, it's a bit of a risk personally, but the stars aligned. It kind of worked with a previous plan that I had set in place, and I let it do its thing. Now, I watched this drawdown, and look at that, equal lows. This is a stop pound here, area here, guys, so be careful. If you're going to be trying to go down, if you're going to try to take a long from here, maybe set your stop losses further away. And that's the other thing I'm trying to figure out, is like setting these stop losses and making those be useful things. So let me zoom in for a second here. So what I'm seeing is, the reason why I got out of my trade, all right, is so we have this lower high and this lower high here, right? And fine, we had one drawdown. The expectation, because this is like a little bit of a W formation right here, right? So the expectation for the W formation is that once it draws back down, and let me grab the tool really quickly here, right? So I have this W already forming. So the expectation is like, if it's going to draw up, it's going to come back down, not break the lower low, go above it, draw back down, and then continue, right? That's the expectation. But what did it do? Not that. It couldn't break above the other pinned high here. So that made me feel pretty nervous about it, right? Because I'm expecting, like, if it's going to come back up, it's going to have some strength and it's going to go boop, 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 boop. Now, I could be wrong, guys. Let's be honest. I could be wrong. This is like up to the minute price action on a September 1st of the month. So I was like, look, I was like halfway to my profit, so I took it. Because look, nobody, and I'm repeating this, nobody ever went broke taking a profit. So I'll take my 3% and go on about my business. Why? Because we are in a downtrend. It's a strong one. So the fact that I was able to go back up, catch this lower high is great. But I'm not gonna count my chickens and think that, yeah, it's gotta do what I feel. See that word? Feel. It doesn't have to do anything about what I feel, okay? It's gonna do what it wants to do. That's the market. If the market wants to drop down, and it's got its own plan, the market maker, they've got their plans, they're prepping for things, they're gonna do their thing. Not to mention, it was getting rejected off of the 50 EMA on the 15-minute. Let me plop on Traders Reality real quick here. Yeah, so look, it tried to break above it, and look, we've been trading below the 50 EMA all day. It broke a little bit and then back down again. But guess what? Until I can see a strong break above the 50, green candle closing above it, see it right there, that green line, pinned, can't get past it. So once I saw it getting rejected, I was like, nope, I'm out of here. I'm gonna take my 3%. You're not gonna take me out today. No, sir. Plus, look at this trend. Lower low, lower low. We're not even remotely close to being able to like break back up yet. At least from my humble opinion. Now remember guys, none of this is financial advice. It's just what I am doing, right? And look, I got out I got out about here. I was like, nope, I'm good. Boom. And look, it's slowly drawing back down. It ate that imbalance. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. It's going to meander sideways for a little bit and then shoot back up. That could be a thing too. I am not mad about it, but whatever. But the one thing I know for sure is that I got my profits. I'm gonna go on about my business. There might be a better time for me to actually finally get to my actual take profit. Actually, yesterday I should have done a video about this, but I put a paper trade in. Well, look at that, $153. Like I put one in and left it and it died, but I had a different two really good ones on the 31st. Because I did a test trade this morning, so ignore that. But yesterday I had a really good setup, and I have to figure out what I did so I can make a quick bit about it. But I'm not trusting this price action right now. What it's telling me is that it's going to come back down. I'm not seeing any strong breaks up yet, so maybe I'll find a different entry later on. But for now, I'm going to let it go. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to say. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to be dropping all of the links to my YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that. Honestly, I'm probably going to spend most of my time on here, but still, you know, if you guys want to go check me out over there, please do. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for, you know, all this content that's here to help us beginner traders, because I am literally, my trade was like 49 USDT. Okay, 49 USDT. Come on now, that's nothing. But I got my 3% and I'm going home and I'm slowly building my capital, and that's all I want to do. Remember what I said, guys. I'm trying to turn 100 USDT into 200 USDT. Can I do it? That's what I want to know. All right, guys. Y'all enjoy this beautiful day wherever you are. Shakira, out.